So today we're gonna be reviewing Club Cannon. More specifically, we're reviewing two cryo clamps, the SHOSWITCH and the button. Now I'm gonna be transparent with you guys. They sent me all this stuff to keep in exchange for the review, but they didn't tell me what to say. Okay, all these opinions are my own. We're gonna try these out for the first time. Basically, we gave this to the couple for free. We asked them ahead of time, are you cool if we bring this? And we blast everybody. They said totally cool. And we're gonna see what happens, so. Let's go.
And by the way, if you're not familiar with Club Cannon, they are legit. Like, they lead the way as far as special effects and anything CO2. They sell the guns, they sell the jets, they do the install stuff for concerts and clubs and all that good stuff. But also, they sell the products I'm about to show you guys now, where it's mobile and you can go wherever with it and basically take the club to your wedding.
With that being said, if you have no experience with the whole CO2 thing, it can be intimidating, but Club Cannon makes it easy. And I'm gonna show you how. And I say easy to use because this operates with momentary power. So you need a DMX relay to use it, but it's very simple. It's black and white, it's on off. Basically all that fancy stuff means is like, there's no on or off switch on this. There's no built-in DMX to this. You basically have the power cord and that's it. Obviously the hose for the CO2. And then the power cord has to go into a DMX relay. And what a DMX relay does is basically turn it off and turn it on. It's like an on-off switch for DMX stuff. So what I did is I had two of these, I mounted them to two trusses, obviously hooked them up to the tanks, and then I got the power cords. These are True One PowerCon things, because they're IP rated, right? It's the new, it's not PowerCon, but it's the True One Con or whatever. And each of those PowerCons go into your DMX relay. And that brings me to the SHOSWITCH. Well, let me show you how to hook it up and how everything works. So here's the beautiful cryo clamp right here, and this is how it works. So you have two outs. You have the out here that goes to the hose, and then you have your power, right? So this just is basically a regular power thing. You plug it right into here, and then your power goes direct into your SHOSWITCH. Now this is your SHOSWITCH. So up here you have the power to each of the cryo clamps, each jet. So 1, 2, I have 2 jets. Down here is the power for the SHOSWITCH itself, and then your DMX, your 5-pin DMX out. And it works so good, right? So this is all touchscreen. You slide to open it just like an iPhone, or at least the old iPhones anyway. And then when you want to set an address, look at this. Look how fire this is. Instead of having to go around the world, you can literally just set the individual numbers like this. Literally that easy, right? Saves so much time. Like that was just a clutch thing. Then you hit save, right? We just have it at channel 1, so it's nice and easy. You have your fixture mode, 2 or 3 channel. And then with the DMX cable here, right? So you have your 5-pin cable here. You want to hook the 5-pin cable up to whatever you're controlling it with. Now this is the button. Man, I love this thing. Super, super cool. So technically, right, you have your knob that you could set things on. Back here is the power and then your DMX hookup, right? So this is the 5-pin that we have hooked into the SHOSWITCH. You have your key here. So when the key is turned on, you can use it, right? The key is turned off, you cannot use it. It says safe. It'll say a couple different things too. Nope. Like they didn't need stop. They didn't need to do that. Like that's literally hilarious. But this is the major key. So, you know, it's cool. It makes it almost like you're about to shoot a nuke or something. It makes it definitely legit. But so also you're not wasting CO2 because you only have so much, right? So it's very important. So with the key on, you can turn it and use it. When the key off, then you can control the different settings. Now the button actually comes with this really handy quick start guide, right? Gives you a bunch of different options of what you can do. But what I really love is it shows you everything the screen does and says and what you're gonna see, right? And in the order of it and whatnot, because it can be a little confusing. It doesn't have an LED screen in the middle, it's just a digital thing. So as you're going through settings and whatnot, you might be like just a slightly bit confused of like, all right, you know, what am I looking at? What am I doing? But this basically lays it all out. So it's nice and easy to use. And I'm gonna go through it right now so you can see. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the fill. Now the fill allows you to select how many seconds you want, right? You go through and you can select how many seconds of CO2 you want to have so you can keep track of how much you have in here, right? So you don't get caught, you know, hitting the button and, you know, shooting blanks and whatnot, you know, very embarrassing, right? So I set this right here to 24 seconds because I was using this with a 20-pound tank. So you can see right here in the guide, 20-pound tank, 24 seconds, 35-pound tank, 42 seconds, and so on. And then if you link them, if you end up having 2 tanks and you do a link, because like Club Cannon offers the link as well, so you can link them together and use 2 tanks at once, then you just double it. So it'll be 48 seconds. So for me, 24 seconds, I know how much CO2 I have left. Super clutch feature. And then as you go through, you go here, this is the screen. So you can have it show the seconds. You can have it just show cryo, fire. So that's basically what's gonna show on the screen as you're doing your thing. Then we go over here to address. The address is the start and the end here. So for example, if I have Jet 1 on channel 1 and Jet 2 on channel 2, then basically I'm just gonna go start, I'm gonna set this to 1, and then I'm gonna go end, and I'm gonna set that to 2. Basically how I have it set up. And then bam, now you're set and you don't gotta worry about it, right? So that can be, it's basically a range. So you could do an entire range. You can go from 1 to 60 or whatever. And then that's basically gonna control all those channels at once. So you can also control sparks with this thing. You can control confetti cannons, all kinds of different stuff. So it gives you the flexibility there. Now, if you go down here to LED, this is super cool because you can customize this button to do a million different colors. Let me turn off the lights in here so you can see it a little better. That's better. So now you see we had the nice red, right? So we can go through the different colors. It has presets, right? So one will be your red, but then you got a green, you got a blue, you got a white, you got a light blue, you got a purple, you got a yellow, an orange, you got the rainbow that goes around, and all kinds of crazy patterns. They did such a good job. Like this goes through all the colors. This kind of goes around like this with the red, the green, the blue. Look at all this. So you can match the theme of your event or just whatever color you like best. You got the cotton candy right here. Look at that. America? They made an American mode? Let's go. Now also, if you bring it all the way over here to custom, then you can actually dial in the RGB and do a custom color too. So you can match your brand colors or whatever, you know? If you want to geek out, it's totally customizable with this bad boy. Then if you go over here to fade, you can adjust how fast or how slow it rotates or blinks back and forth. So this right here is going to be the blinks. See how it blinks really fast if you go up to here, right? So the really fast one, this is really fast, and then you can have it blink slower too. So it's just like a slow blink. I like the slower, so we're gonna just select that. Then you could dial in how fast it rotates here too, right? So you can go here. I like it right here at 52, but if you wanna go crazy, it's rotating really fast now. And then if you go down here to glow and select that, you can adjust how bright it is. You can keep the button really light, or you can make it go all the way. I like it brighter, so we're gonna keep it right there. Now we have it all ready. We got a nice rainbow button ready to go. We just turn the key on and it's ready to shoot. Bam. And then as you can see too, when you hit the button and you're shooting it, it's gonna give you a countdown just like this. So now we know we have 18.7 seconds left of cryo. You can't beat that. It's literally the best in the game, in my opinion. Now, a couple tips for you, especially if you're new to CO2. Number one, look up a welding supply. Welding supply is the main spot where you can find tanks. Every town has one, right? Everybody has welders and they're building this and building that. So you just look for a welding supply tank store and they're gonna have tanks that you can probably rent, or you can buy your own tank on Amazon or online and then just have them fill it, and they fill it right there at the welding supply. Number two, always get siphon tanks. That's the only thing that's gonna work with this. Siphon tanks essentially have a stick, like a dipstick inside of it, and for whatever reason, it hydromodulates and gives the full effect. You need siphon tanks to make this work. And tip number three, always, 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 always secure your tanks. Don't just have a tank sitting there all loosey-goosey. Secure it. What I do is I strap it to my truss. I strap it hard. I use like regular straps that you would strap something in the back of your truck or whatever. That way, God forbid, something goes wrong, something gets hit or breaks or leaks or whatever, you're not gonna have a rogue tank, because these tanks can be very, very dangerous. Like I've heard of this happening before. If a CO2 tank gets knocked over and then the top part breaks off, now it's rogue. Now basically, it's gonna spin like a propeller and take out 50 people with it. It's very, very, very dangerous. That's why you should always strap them down, because they're susceptible to that. You can't have them get knocked over and break and then go nuts, because the CO2, that's a lot of power. That thing will literally and take several people out, okay? There went your insurance. There went your whole business, all right? So don't do that. Just make sure it's strapped in. As long as it's strapped in, it's safe as hell, and it's gonna be a great time to use. And it's a great upgrade for your couples as well.
Now, overall, I highly recommend Club Cannon products for all your CO2 needs. Like, I think they're the best in the game. I already had their gun, and their gun's amazing, but now opening this whole world of CO2 jets to me, it was easy to use, super pro quality, works like a charm, and it's just such a cool thing to offer my couples. So couldn't be more happier. Shouts to Club Cannon.
Now, for more info, if you're trying to grab these bad boys, check out clubcannon.com. I do have the link in the description. As always, thank you for watching, and happy CO2ing, people.